Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem, Wakar Kadash. Shalom to the elders for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And I say shalom to the Akim out there. This is a sit-down lesson that I want to bring out. This is from the BibleGateway.com. And it reads, this is the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 7. And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must need you, but the end shall not be yet. And I'm going to go to verse 8. This is the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 8, and it reads, it says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows. And this is a news article as we continue to see the tensions between Hezbollah. The tensions between Hezbollah and Israel, which is the Israeli Defense Force, as those escalating tensions are continuing to rise now, so more than ever. And this is a news article from ArabNews.com as of August the 8th, 2023. And it reads, Israel threatens to return Lebanon to the Stone Age in any war with Hezbollah. Israel threatened on Tuesday to return Lebanon to the Stone Age in any war against Hezbollah, following weeks of friction with the armed Iranian-backed group along with the country's border. Such rhetoric has been heard from both sides since the last Israel-Hezbollah war back in 2006, which has been a very long time. So, they've been enemies and adversaries for a very long time, and still to this day. And it says, Israel threatens on Tuesday to return Lebanon to the Stone Age in any war against Hezbollah following weeks of friction with the Iranian-backed group along with the country's border. We do not make a mistake. We do not want a war, but we are prepared to protect our civilians, our soldiers, and our sovereignty. Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gantz said in a statement, his remarks intending for Hezbollah. Such a rhetoric has been heard from both sides since the last Israel-Hezbollah war in 2006, but it has become more poignant since the roadside bombing in Israel in March, which blamed on Hezbollah infiltrator. The groups did not claim responsibility for the bombing. Recent weeks have seen face-offs between Lebanese civilians and at least one group of Hezbollah operatives and Israeli troops across the forfeited frontier. Salakia. Bring up the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 9. And this is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 9, from the Bible Gateway of the Holy Scriptures, KJV version, and it reads, Luke, chapter 21, verse 9, and it reads, but when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for such things must first come to pass, but the end is not by anybody. I'm going to go to verse 10. So this is like a kind of cross-reference to Mark 13, verse 7 through verse 8, cross-reference scripture. And this is Luke chapter 21, verse 10. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying of the increasing of the long escalations and long tensions between Israel and Iranian-backed Hezbollah, as the tensions been increasing, for a very long time, of these of these adversaries, these old foes between, these two nations. That's why we're seeing the wars and rumors of wars heating up, nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom, as I brought out those scriptures over the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 7 through verse 8, and the cross-reference scripture to Mark 13, verse 7 through verse 8, and Luke 21, verse 9 and verse 10 as well, too. As we continue to see these tensions escalating between these two nations, now so more than ever, especially the on and off, back and forth, proxy wars and commotions throughout the whole entire Middle East, So with that, hopefully this lesson was edifying. I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Wakakadash, Shalom to the elders for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely, and Shalom to the Aki, scattered the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And until next time, I will say Shalom.